The first thing is that what I actually felt I did wrong was I placed the house too early. If we look at the population count, it's 4 out of 6, and usually I wouldn't finish my house, but in this case I kind of forgot. So I finished my house too early, and that was the only reason why my berserker was a little bit delayed in comparison to the enemy wolf berserker. Damn, I'm looking so grumpy. Why am I looking so grumpy? Okay, so what I should do here, I shouldn't finish my house here, because there's a lot of time left since the next villager arrives. And placing the woodcutter is kind of mandatory in my opinion, because you need the wood later on. So yeah, nothing unusual going on. I'm going to place my iron mine when I'm around 180 coins. Finish this. I tried to delay my woodcutter a little bit because I didn't delay my house to get the chief faster. But that's just early game mechanics, nothing unusual. What I could have done actually here as well, I could have went for a woodcutter's lodge immediately and then build a ship, like sailors, and finish my iron mine. I think that I could have done that. I don't like this build. Like if I change it up and build my sailors first, I'm a little bit late on my healer's hut, because I need the wood for the war camp. But I could have done that in order to get my chief out faster. But I didn't. Kinda like I didn't want to adapt my playstyle, because I checked the tiles of my allies, and I saw that the ox was waiting for colonization. Because if you look at this, the ox didn't take the cheap tile because he wanted to wait for colonization, and I was like, okay, if he waits for colonization anyway, I can do with a July or an August chief. That's nothing unusual. So going to finish the iron mine at 180, and then I'll get my chief out soon. So it's an August chief, of course, a little bit late. You can see on their screen that their chief is a little bit earlier as well. Now I'm clearing Akku, mainly the Draugr tomb at the top, which is really important. Quitting all the wolves. By the way, Bivit, if you have any questions, you can just go ahead and ask the questions. Now would be the perfect time. Okay, so I'm heading for the Draugrs. Don't have spoils yet, as I didn't take the Lorestone yet, which I will do now, hopefully. Yes, I will. Gotta pay attention to my food though, because clearing the Draugrs won't get me any food, but as I know that a lot of bears are on the map, I can easily go without the food. So Draugrs are cleared, paying the Draugrs. What's really funny here, actually, I'm clicking my tile, and right after I clicked it, if you look at this, I clicked this tile. There's a wolf respawning in the tomb, and my berserker waits at the border because he doesn't want to enter the tile. And I don't notice that at first. Now I notice it, and Akku like immediately pings it as well because he's like idling there. So now I'm heading for the ox. By the way, it was like it was really close on the Myrkalf as well. Gotta watch that again as well. So clearing this one. Micro is not perfect, but it's okay. And now I can kill the bears. I really wanted to kill the bears in 800, 801. So I could contest the neutrals, because there were a lot of neutrals on this map. What's really nice as well, Aku like gives me the den forever because he doesn't need the fame. Because he reaches 200 fame easily without the dwarf den. So that is nice. And of course, Ox transfers. I don't give it back immediately because maybe he wants to take another tile. I'm not sure. Thanks for the cheer. Moin Wavi! Willkommen, willkommen. Yeah, and I'm going to clear the bears. Feasting in November is fine as well. Healing up a little bit for the other two bears. And then building a smith. Okay. In hindsight, what I could have done. There are a lot of neutrals here. So I thought that okay, I should forge instead of going relic. But maybe because the map is so large, maybe I should have went for relic here. So delaying the smith, not doing the forge, and placing the farm instead. Doch, man hat bei mir schon mal gecheert, aber das ist schon eine Weile her. Aber ich freue mich riesig, dass du sozusagen der erste Cheer des Monats bist. You could stay on 3 tiles on Wolf, which I did for a very long time. The issue is that they only need 2 tiles to get to your main, right? So, but you could do that, yes. I don't like focusing on colonization as well. I like to be on 3 tiles as well. But Aku told me to close my main, and Aku is a very good player, so I trust his judgment more than mine. So, going for the 2 wolves, or rather the 2 bears. I think I microed that really nicely, actually. The chief tanked the first ones, and the bodyguard tanked the first ones. Then I get the first bear before winter. Now winter hits, I get the second bear. Nothing too crazy. And of course I have a lot of food, so I can close my main now. Okay. So far for the neutrals, there's like nothing crazy going on. I do want to kill the wolves now. And what I think could be possible here actually, since the map is huge and I wanted to play a little bit more aggressive, maybe I should have went for a second woodcutter sludge. I think that would have been a very fine play, just in case, because I literally have everything up which I need. I have my forge, I have my sailors, I have my woodcutters, and I have a lot of food. In hindsight, I should have went for a second woodcutter sludge. That's actually a very big mistake, because if I get a second woodcutter sludge, I can assign woodcutters all around, and I can place a second harbor, or maybe even a second a trading post, like a harbor and a trading post. But anyway, the wood feels very nice if you have 2 cutter sludges. And I mean, I can afford it with all the food I have, so why not do that? Yeah, actually, like 2 things I can change the next time I play, and the game has not all hasn't started already. Everything is very basic and PvE. Okay, so of course, I'm gonna clear the wolves here. A bit shaky micro there. I didn't want to lose my bodyguard. The loss of my X-thrower was intentional there. And of course, going to smith my X-throwers. What I noticed is we didn't have much scouting in winter, actually. Like I had 1 scout out all the time. Later you see that I have 2 scouts out, because I was like, okay, I have so much food, I can afford having 2 scouts out. But scouting was a little bit late. But I'm very critical of scouting, so maybe that's just me. Okay, so if we skip here, doing the 2 wolves, then doing the getting an X thrower and doing the other 5 wolves at the den. Keep scouting this side. I really like my scouting here actually. Like, despite the slight mistakes I made, I really liked how the early game went actually. So I got the 5 wolves there, which is big. Now I'm heading over Aku to clear the joggers, to get the coins, to forge my warriors. And maybe... it's fine, it's fine. No. I thought about, okay, maybe I should do the kobolds first, but kobolds still have time. Alright. Alright. Oh, I did a very big mistake. My bodyguard there was just good. And I notice it too. And I move it and I'm like, oh no. Yeah. It dies. But it's fine, it's fine. It's actually fine. Yes. If he went relic, he had no iron, that's right. But I think he forged his warriors actually. And he didn't immediately forge relic because his relic was very late. I'm not sure though. Not sure. I think he went warriors, mined a little bit, and then went relic. I think this was the way he played. Okay, so after killing the joggers, the next thing on my to-do list is to go for the kobolds. And because I have the wood to afford it, I can even place a farm. By the way, the reason why I don't kite here is because I want to kill the joggers as fast as possible. Because there's so much to do on the map. Because it saves me a little bit of time. Of course, I'm like microing a little bit still, but I'm not kiting. Nice emote. Alright, so getting the 4 joggers there. Yeah, in hindsight, I actually think we should have scouted more. Rather dark. Joggers is a little bit much, that's why I'm hiding this one. And now he told me that he didn't forge. Okay, maybe he went relic and stopped it. I have no idea. Okay, so clearing these joggers, now healing up, and then going for the kobolds. The interesting part comes up in a second. So I'm swift now, even though I'm relatively low on gold. Still deep scouting with my scouts, of course. And now's the time for kobolds / Myrkalf. As these are 7 Myrkalf, I will need at least 4 or 5 warband. That's what I'm going to aim for. I'll get the 5 warband here because I don't have a bodyguard. And that is more than enough to kill the Myrkalf, even though I will lose some now. Yeah, the kiting was pretty bad, not gonna lie, but maybe that's on me as well. Yeah, but Myrkalf are easy this way. I own just one dude, that's completely fine. Getting Thane out of it, and a bunch of resources. And now what I should have done, big mistake by the way here, I should have went for the Myrkalf at the bottom immediately and not go for the kobolds. It's really hard to like make decisions in split seconds and try to always do the right thing. But there's so much going on the map. But in this case I should have went for the Myrkalf at the bottom. What I do instead, I go for the kobolds, or rather the 2 draugrs and then the kobolds. Which is fine of course, but it's not the true play. The true play would have been to deny the Myrkalf at the bottom. As long as I have the army for that. And now what's even worse, there's a blizzard coming up, so yeah. I'm converted right now, there's a blizzard coming up, I'll have to stop my sailors now. That was really annoying as well, losing my warrior like that. But yeah, I mean with the blizzard coming up, it's not the worst thing that could have happened to me. So taking this tile with my ability. And now I'm heading for the Myrkalf at the bottom. Stopping my sailors soon, I hope. And here, maybe actually go for mining efficiency into weird threats. I'm not much of a fan of going weird threats, but maybe that's a play here, actually. But yeah, Invader is almost always the safe or the best option. So yeah. Going for the Myrkalf at the bottom, killing the wolf with my chief to survive the blizzard as nicely as possible. And I think actually I did a better job till now than the Airwolf because I already killed the Myrkalf. I'm way up on military XP, but yeah, we'll see about that. Maybe it's because of the relic. Maybe it's because of the... Stop my sailors. Now I'm heading for the Myrkalf at the bottom, and of course we see that the enemy wolf is heading for the Myrkalf as well. And the problem is, the enemy wolf is healthy. And I'm still wounded, so it's going to be rough contesting that. Okay. I type try it, he says go, and we go, and of course enemy wolf enters, but it's only 3 units right now. Actually not that much. The problem is we have 3 Myrkalf on our side and they have 1 Myrkalf on their side. And of course, if we kill the Myrkalf here, they kill the last Myrkalf at the top and they get the bounty, right? So, what we do, kill every Myrkalf except like the last one. Now, Wolf jumps on me, which is kind of fine, but we have to kill this one as well, and now we have to dance. Going to save my bodyguard. And I actually think I did such a good job there. Micro-wise as well. Wolf's coming as well. Yeah, and this is so close actually. The X-throwers are just now hitting the last Myrkalf. The blizzard makes it impossible to see. So this was like pure luck. Pure luck. He didn't even like, he kicked my chief, then he kicked the Myrkalf, and he gets like the hit right before my X-thrower gets the hit. So this is like This was really, really unfortunate. Nevertheless, I think I got a lot of gold out of that. I did lose 1 unit though, I think. And now it's just about surviving the blizzard, which we all do. It's tougher than it actually is. Okay, and now we are going to go topside. I think maybe I should have went for bottom side boar, but I thought like, okay, topside is easier because there's no turrets. And what's really nice, I get a hit of there. That's already very, very good. Wound that, and we got a lot of pressure there. And we'll have to focus on what's going on in a second. So of course I'm pressuring there a little bit. Wolf has to come. I'm not converting as it is. I don't need to convert. But now I'm converting. Doing a mix of warriors and shield bearers, which is like very standard on Wolf. Like I really, really like the 3-2-2 mix or the 4-3-2 mix. Feels like the best to do on Wolf. What I should do now, though, I should assign my villagers to be sailors, and I shouldn't convert more. I think 7 together with my bodyguard is a lot. It's like already a lot. I think I overdid it a little bit with my convert there. But yeah, going on the Ox soon. Just waiting for my convert to go through. Actually can skip a little bit. So I'm fighting there. Wolf makes such a strange enter. He takes a lot of hits. Of course, he dances a little bit. Wolf enters again, takes strange hits again. Don't ask me why he did that. And now, okay, now I full convert. And here's the problem, right? I full convert, I'm really, really strong, but I'm basically all in. That's what I mean by glass cannon Wolf. It's like you're very, very strong, but if you get wiped, it's hard to come back from that, right? It's very, very hard to come back from that. But nevertheless, we take the tile. We have a little bit of miscommunication there because they go top, but I thought like, okay, I can take these a little bit. I only lose 1 unit there, by the way, and I killed 2, so that was actually worth it. It was close for my chief though. So I get the plunder, so my units heal up. Always pick Yord's Blessing. And we get this tile, and I'm really, really interested in the next fight. I'm very, very interested up there. Okay, so we take this tile, of course. At this point, the Ox is in a very, very bad spot, right? The enemy Ox. So Ox enters main. We ping that we want to enter there, and I think, right, in this moment, if the Ox just came with us, because the boar is not here, we just win the game. Actually, if we enter there, it's 2v3. I think we are in a very nice spot. But now the boar comes. Of course, the boar converts now. We are pinging like crazy, but I mean now they just leave. And Aku says, okay, go on main, but the damage is already done. Now I assign the sailors, but it's way late. And here's the problem, right? They will bait from beneath. And for some reason, I'm not sure how the convert looks right now, but for some reason, even without the boar army being there, like there's still like four warbird missing. We all get baited, that's fine. I stay. Ox stays. We crash. I think the crash was fine as well, right? Okay, but I noticed a lot of my units are hitting the Torfin. but I think I'm clicking yellow next. So I hit Torfin. Now I clicked yellow. Yellow goes out, by the way. Yellow went out. How did we lose this so hard? Yellow went out. Blue is full focusing me. Brown is dancing with his chief. I think maybe I should have danced with my chief as well, but I thought like, okay, there's like literally no way we get wiped here. Blue's chief is out. They focus the Ox chief. Yeah, and that was like, and we just hard lost. We just hard lost that one. So funny. Maybe I just misinterpreted our army strength. Maybe that's just it. Yeah, and that's my chief dies, and that should be it, right? But I think they kind of almost threw it again. Wait, how can I? Wait a second. That's a bug. We are again. Oh yes, okay. Ox had, I thought like Ox had four pop, but maybe he had more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a lot of Ox pop. Yes, maybe we should have just backed out. It was a nice bait there as well. But I think like losing so hard there is so interesting to me. I misinterpreted it a lot. And not only I misinterpreted our strength, like my teammates did it as well. And if you look at the fame and the military strength, I mean, the wolf doesn't have relic here. I actually straight up have 3 to 4 warband more than the wolf. That's actually a lot. So I have like three more warband than wolf. At least. And they get baited there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, he had 6 warriors. Did he have 6 warriors? I'm actually not so sure. But yeah, I think it's actually about the Ox pop. And maybe the fight wasn't so optimal as well. Yeah, and that my units attacked the initial the Torfin, that was bad. I agree. But look at the micro, like everything on yellow was so low at one time. But yeah, it was like a very bad fight. And then what follows was of course the push there. What's really funny, Akku has such a good recovery here that we don't immediately outright lose the game. What I want to highlight, like I get some hits on the warriors, so I get a little bit of points out of this. And then I build like 2 trading posts and trade away my stone. And suddenly I can actually kinda match the wolf again, because I'll get my chief back. Yeah, and this one was was so funny as well. Like not getting the chief there. That hurt. Yeah, that was really unfortunate as well. Like the dancing of the ox chief there, and that he actually escaped that. That was really unfortunate. But yeah, I agree. I think he should have died there as well. So I get my chief back, but the problem is our ox is way behind now. And we got wiped. And I'm behind now as well because the wolf finished his relic. Yeah, his dance was insane. These players are very good for a reason. Yeah, I think now it's it looked very, very hopeless, but in fact, if we skip a little bit further, I get all the draugrs, so I get crazy gold as well. I get like 30 gold there, I got 40 gold on the other tile, I get the 4 draugrs on my tiles, and I can actually warband again. So of course I'm not warbanding now. I could, I would have the gold. So now I've got 4 again. Of course the wolves on the enemy wolf are very, very good. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I can make army again. A little bit of dancing going around here. Now I've got this kind of stalemate because they can't really enter, we can't really enter. And then we leave. And now we've got this fight was so good. We actually like kind of sandwiched blue and yellow here, and black was behind us. I still don't know why we didn't like kill them here as well, because like, this is so good. I have 8 here again. 8 plus bodyguard plus chief plus smith chief, and brown is at the back again. So we actually like dash here. They full on go on my chief. My chief is very lucky, and he gets out with like a sliver of HP, like literally nothing. Nothing, right? And yeah, of course he can rally, but I mean we are clashing 2v3 here. But still, it's like it doesn't matter because the enemy Ox has so much. By the way, I get rally here soon. And then I rally in this tile as well. Good awareness by yellow, by the way. Follow me. But yeah, I rally here and we are wiped. These fights looked so good. Yeah, this fight was a trap as well. Like it's yeah. All the fights were traps. Zizu, what do you mean by 2-on-1 dance? Yeah, and enemy knew they were stronger. Yes, yes. But I think they didn't have much of a choice there, didn't they? Because we sandwiched them there, right? Maybe my initial clash was I could overlay my cam, yes, but but nah. Not feeling like it. Excuse me. But if we take a look at this, I mean we have 2 full armies here. And Wolf's alone. And he realizes that and turns back. I think if we clump up a little bit better, I think we win this. But yeah. Now we go, and okay, brown just goes full on the wolf as well. But the fact that like this clash was so good and we still hard lost is insane to me. Yeah, but I think, I mean, yeah, they tanked a lot. Yep, and after this is like nothing crazy. Like we got a little bit of a comeback, and then we got a stalemate again. Maybe if we like didn't hard force another fight, maybe we could have done something. But I felt like we were ahead, like behind all the time. We couldn't do anything. So yeah, they're tanky, yes, but I mean, even if they are tanky, that's like three wolves of what, 50 HP or something. I mean that still doesn't win you the fight, right? But in this case, they somehow won the fight. Yeah, if you look at this, right? But yeah, that's the game. That's the game. Maybe I should go for wolf relic as well next time. Maybe just forge warriors, go wolf relic, see how it goes. But nevertheless, it was a really interesting game. Learned a lot.